to make it into the final, only the top 6 teams can make it into the Grand Prix final. We begin the free dances with an American team, 4th-ranked team in the United States. Here are Anastasia, Cannuscio, and Colin McManus. Anastasia and Colin finished in 7th place after the short dance. The free dance has 9 required elements, 3 different lifts, a dance spin, 2 step sequences, a set of synchronized twizzles, and 2 choreographic elements. So these elements are awarded a degree of difficulty, also a quality of execution to make up the first technical score, and then the second score is for the choreography, interpretation, performance, skating skills.
Anastasia and Colin showing very nice, smooth skating across the ice. They're such a thoughtful, emotional team. And this program was inspired by a Salvador Dali painting, Persistence of Memory. So that's kind of where they started from, and then built from there with this beautiful music and trying to get the character and the story to match. They made a big step last year when they moved up to 4th place in the US. That was a big accomplishment for them because the depth of the field is so great. There are very many great talented teams in US ice dance now, and they've worked very hard, and they're excited to continue that upward movement.
The United States is the strongest country right now on the world stage in ice dance, with 3 teams in the top 6 in the world. Quite remarkable.
A beautiful execution on that twizzle sequence. Very nice unison and smooth rotation. I love the handstand position, difficult entry. Very hard for her to hold that. She's on one hand.
It's time to care. It's not too late. Don't despair. Reach inside your heart to find the joy, the love to share.
Anastasia, Cannuscio, and Colin McManus of the United States. Beautiful interpretation. And Ben with a the field so deep, as you talked about in ice dance, what do you see as the path that these two have to take to break onto the podium at home?
Well, you know, I think these two have a real feel for the artistic side of ice dance, and they've always been very involved in the creation of their programs and the choreography. So I think they need to continue to work their basic skating to be able to compete with the top teams, you know, getting more down in the knees, more speed, more dynamic movement in their skating. I think they maybe hold back a little bit sometimes when they perform. So working on those aspects, they have a lot of the ingredients already. So hopefully they'll be able to continue to grow with that.
Coach Karen Luddington, and she collaborates with them on the choreography of their programs.
And here's this upside down lift I love around the back, and then he's on one foot. Very, very well executed.
I was going to say, you can tell when a skater is part of the collaboration. Often there's just more of a buy-in, which you absolutely felt with these two in this interpretation.
Definitely. They are invested in the story and the program.
Here are the scores now for Anastasia and Colin. Season's best, 87.74, has them in first place at this point. Top scores this year, above 110, 115 is the top score we've seen in the free dance. So the Shibutanis, world silver medalist still to become, will be going after that number. There we have the second and final group ready to take the ice for their warm-up. We will be back to Beijing after this.